Hey everyone, this is Prithvi Overdemir, and this is my review for Prince, the new film directed by Anudeep Kevi and starring Sivakarthikeyan, Maria, Satyaraj, and Premji in the lead roles. Now, this is Screenplay 101. If you're gonna make a film or a story with silly characters, with a silly premise, and with silly situations, you always need to have one of the main characters or the main character themselves to be a grounded, straightforward individual that can highlight the reasons why the silliness is there and why the silliness even has to be there in the first place. You need to contrast with that character and all the silliness around them in order to highlight and to exemplify as to why the silliness is even needed in your story. The problem with Prince is that Prince is too silly for its own good. I get it that silly comedies are interesting and funny sometimes. And there are some moments in Prince that I kind of chuckled and I kind of laughed a little bit, but it never made me laugh out loud. It never made me, make me laugh genuinely. There were some really good one-liners. There were some really good, situational comedy sequences where someone looks at someone and gets frightened in a certain way. But the problem with Prince is that if something does become funny, they kind of hammer on to the point where they're trying to make you laugh out loud. And that's not good comedy, in my opinion. Now, this is very disappointing because I'm a fan of Sivakarthikeyan's work and I'm a fan of his comedy. I think that he does a decent job in this film, but the problem is the writing is really bad in this film. And you can't coast on a star's charisma in order to make a good movie. Now, Sivakarthikeyan is probably the main highlight of this movie, along with Maria, who debuts in Tamil cinema with this movie. She does a decent job with a character that is kind of a usual throwaway character, but her charisma and her screen presence actually makes it a decent character within the confines of a very, very silly and preposterous story. Now, the only reason why I want to give this movie a 5 out of 10 is because the movie does have a good moral towards it. How we should focus on love. We should focus on things that are not judgmental in terms of caste, in terms of religion, in terms of the differences between national pride and national values. I really like that sentiment. And I think that if the film focused on that specifically and did not focus on other plot lines that were thrown in here and there to make the film more interesting, this would have been a way better comedy. So again, Prince is a bland comedy that will make you smile and chuckle at times, but it's not going to be a perfect film to watch in general. So it's a 5 out of 10, and let me know in the comments below what you thought of Prince.